it's USA to start out.
And guys, since this game started back in '94, this has been a perfect warm-up for the All-Star game. I mean, it has all the fun and excitement of the big game with the added element of introducing some of the great young stars to the league's fans.
There's the drive. An easy 2 points on the layup.
And we haven't seen very much of him in the regular season yet. But there's no question he's got a very bright future ahead of him.
I agree with all of that. Even with limited playing time, his talent has been evident. And that talent is strong enough to have earned him a spot in this game. And that says a lot considering he doesn't play a bunch for his team.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
Yeah, you're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk, all of it perfect.
And it all had to be because that's not nearly as easy as they made it appear.
The shot's good from Mr. Clutch. This really has become one of the signature events of All-Star Week. And I know you love it, Greg. It gets everyone into the mood for all the festivities that are soon to come.
Yeah, it does. I mean, it's such a great way for these young players to show off some of the fancy moves that they wouldn't even dare to attempt in a regular season game.
On offense, here's Team World. And here is Melida. Passes it to Campazzo. This is to Kuminga. Pass to Melida.
And it's just something about the Rising Stars Challenge. It gives each of these young players a chance to really do something special on a national stage, maybe for the first time in their professional career.
And the shot's good for Mr. Clutch.
How about the head of steam he's able to generate right there and just gets to the rack really easy.
You really don't want to allow him to get too comfortable, but even with stifling defense, he's going to still find a way to get it in the basket.
Now, here's Achua. Over Stewart, and it's denied. Edwards passes to Mr. Clutch. Fires from deep. Shot clock at 6. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Mr. Clutch has got 8 points. You brought up the big stage these young guys are on tonight. For so many of the fans, Greg, who are still, just getting familiar with these players, it really is a great welcome to the NBA moment.
It really is a showcase. And for each player, whether they have great moments or not, just being chosen to participate is a huge honor. And it says a lot about where they stand amongst their peers.
Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the
first personal foul. First team foul.
And the story here, Kevin, early on, is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
Catching up on the changes for USA. James Wiseman, he's checked in for Stewart. Tillman comes in for Mobley. Tate, he's checked in for Edwards. And it's ball in for Cunningham.
I love this event so much because it combines the world-class ability of these players with the freedom of the playground.
Yep, it's the greatest and certainly the most fun pickup game these players will ever play in.
It's good from long range.
As he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter, he's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
With the step back, here's Duarte, and he's fouled pretty hard on
James Wiseman. First personal foul. First team foul. At the line for Team World.
Got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
And he makes both free throws. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Ball, the pass to Mr. Clutch. Inside, here's Wiseman. And finished off by Wiseman.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Here's Duarte. Here he goes.
And on a per-minute basis, Wiseman and his defensive awareness will only improve with time.
1:12 left here in the first quarter.
Assistant, Usman.
Now USA with it. They're on a 16-6 run. Pass to Mr. Clutch. Drives to the hoop. And good that time. Mr. Clutch has got 16 points.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
And there's the pass to Pokusevski. Team
At the line for Team World, Alexei Pokusevski, taking 2 shots.
And so he makes both from the line. USA leading by 10. Tillman passes to Mr. Clutch. Rebound by Team World.
I'm not sure he realizes there are 4 other guys on the floor with him, trying to make this a one-man show.
Yeah, he's got a little black hole going on there. If he gets it, then he's not giving it up to anybody else, and that's really not what this game is about.
Boy, he could have taken himself, but he went from good, better to best in getting the shot for his teammate.
Back to Ball. Wiseman sets a screen for Ball. Passes it to Tillman. To the paint, here's Mr. Clutch. With 1 on the clock, and he uses both hands to jam it in.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
And, you know, establishing that physical dominance early gives you a big mental edge, too. Don't discount that.
Welcome back to this showcase of the amazing young talent in the NBA, the Rising Stars Challenge.
And it's not hard to tell just how much fun these young guys are having out there tonight.
That's exactly right, and the same goes for the fans. I mean, they're having a blast, too. What a terrific event this has been.
So, Team World's 5 right now. Avdia out there with Kuminga. And then there's Precious Achiuwa. Then there's Melodon. And it's Campazzo in at the 1 spot.
And, you know, the officials not giving their whistles much of a workout here tonight. Very few fouls being called.
And most of that, Greg, is because they're not playing full-force defense. I mean, you're never going to see as much contact around the bucket in this game as you would ordinarily.
And not as many turnovers as we often get in this game. So good to see both teams taking care of the ball.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, surprisingly, very well controlled for the most part. Sometimes things get a little wild out there, but not so here.
Here's Vasenko. It's blocked. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Melodon passes to Kuminga. From 12 feet out, Mobley with the rebound.
Boy, you've really got to put those away, especially against soft interior defense.
Here's Mr. Clutch. Good for the basket, number 9. He's only missed 2 shots from the floor all night.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing